Alright, so in this video I want to take a look at a power bank, which is also an emergency light, and a car jump starting box. Alright, so a couple of images that will detail this, and then we'll take a little closer look at the actual device. Alright, so as stated, we're taking a look at a power bank that can also jump start your car. There's a 12 volt type jump starting option available, and a relatively small compact size. Alright, first let's look at the actual box, some of the things that come with it. So this is the actual box here, nothing too major. It does have some of the parameters on the back. Probably the biggest thing people are going to care about is the fact that it is a 14,000 milliamp battery. It has a starting amperage of 400 and a peak amperage of 1200 amps. So that's pretty cool. Set it to the side. You have a quick start guide and an actual sort of more thorough user manual. You have your cables for jump starting. They actually latch on pretty well. Very strong clamping force, so it shouldn't be a real problem. Definitely don't want your fingers caught in that. And the metal is not exposed, so even if these were to tap together, you shouldn't really have the arcing situation you have with some of the exposed ones. So that's kind of nice. And it is a very rigid plastic, so you don't have to worry about rust and such that you might find with some of the metal devices. On the actual connection here, it's slightly varied in size. One side is different than the other, so it's keyed a certain way. You never have to worry about plugging it in, improperly. Here's your charging cable. The only downfall I see about this, it's micro USB as opposed to Type-C. It would have been nice to see it be in Type-C, but we're still in the process of having that transition. You can also use your own if you have one and charge this up. This is a large capacity battery, so this is probably an item that you're going to want to take and just charge overnight because it's going to take a while to get it to charge. That's really up to you. And it's also a good idea to keep it charged up every 3 months, whether you actually use it or not, just so you can maintain the integrity of the battery. So you have this nice little carrying pouch. It has a divider on the inside to separate your charger, your battery power bank charger, whatever you want to call it, with the actual cables. It's got a very nice large Velcro closure, so it shouldn't come open very easily. It also has a little carrying piece, like a lanyard of sorts, and it has a little mesh pouch on the back for anything you might want to stick in there as well. Alright, so the unit itself, on the front you have your power button as well as your battery indicator. There's 4 different lights that light up. Each one of those is going to designate 25% of the battery capacity. Ideally you would have it over 50% anytime you want to jump start a vehicle, and depending upon how often, how much, and how big of the vehicle you're trying to deal with, you should get multiple jumps off of one battery, so that's going to be really nice. So anyway, during charging you'll see flashing, and that'll proceed down through the actual capacity of charge. When it's full, you'll know very easily. You have your charging port right there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you have a charging port. On the bottom here, nothing. On this side, I really like this. Most are a sort of rubber type piece that is a flap. This one has a little door that's spring loaded. I really think that's cool. It's a much better design in my opinion, and that's where you're going to connect when you do your jump starting. Up here on the top is 2 USB ports. One is just going to be like a typical charge, as opposed to the blue, which is going to give you a fast charge. So that's going to be really cool to have both if you need it. Now on the power button, if you press it, you can see your charge rate. If you press and hold, you can see the flashlight, you can see the strobe effects, and then you can see the other lighting, and then you can turn it off. So that's pretty much it. It's not very heavy, it's relatively small, works really well. I want to show you now a demonstration of the actual unit jump starting a battery that is, or a device that is dead. You know, and we have a lawnmower that has a dead battery. This will jump start it, no problem, and I want to demonstrate that for you. All right. So any links, the link below will give you any information I haven't covered, any specifics I haven't mentioned, and other than that, thanks for watching. Check out this quick demonstration. Alright, since I don't have a dead car battery, I have a dead lawnmower, so I give you a quick demonstration of how this jump starter works. First, you can see there's no power getting to this, so what we're going to need to do here, connect our device, connect our negative, and our positive. I'm going to take the unit here, I'm going to plug it in. It only goes one way. We'll make sure it's fully seated. There's a green and red indicator. The green will light up to show you connected properly. You have a boost button here, and of course your power button, you know, so you make sure it's charged. Once you do this, there you go. So it's very quick, very easy. Once this is running, go ahead and disconnect this if you don't have an option to turn it off again. And other than that, that's just a quick demonstration. It shows you how quick and easy it is to use this device and how quickly it works. Okay, thank you.